G'day guys, another YouTube adventure in the high country. Dad's about to come down this big bastard. Billy just went down it. How'd you go, Bill?
Oh, it's a bit sketchy, but it was alright.
It was, yeah, to say the least. So, Dad's about to come down, but go back to the start where we started and how we got to this point here.
We are on a mission from Mt Skene to Mt Skene via low range. The weather and track conditions get treacherous. The further we go, the wetter the tracks get. Deeper ruts, thicker mud, and a deep crossing that may spell disaster. Do we turn back? Hell only knows. There's lots of mud flying, our longest winch recovery yet, and a mission that turns into a night run. This is the Victorian high country as good as it gets. Our adventure begins on the Mt Skene Road, located roughly 20 k's southwest of Jamison. Up here, the bush is just beautiful and green. Well, until we came across this sloppy mud. Dad's not gonna love this. I'm up front leading the convoy in the queue to show how it's done. And as expected, being a patrol, no dramas at all. Now, we know we have a few followers who love Toyotas, so this trip we have a Hilux in the convoy. Oh Jesus. And with Billy behind the wheel and Toby probably holding on, I'm sure we're going to see some epic drives from this little rig this trip. Rounding up the convoy is Mum and Dad in Paddy, the second best Nissan on the trip. Come on, Dad, you're gonna have to give it a real go. Don't tell Dad I said this, but that exhaust system sounds bloody good. Quit playing in the mud, Dad. We have more tracks to drive. Snatch second and give it the berries. Now that's how you send a TD. Unfortunately, those leaf hangers and large diff pumpkin don't make ruts easy for Paddy. Anyway, let's keep trekking. Looks like we have found ourselves a massive high country tree that is blocking our path. This is why it's always a good idea to bring a chainsaw, because you just never know.
Oh, even if you can get it there, you can snig it, and you can probably drag it out the way enough to get it.
Yeah, exactly.
So you get to the side.
Yep.
With a quick cut of the tree with the little chainsaw and a few wacky winch angles that require a bit of maths, we were able to get this tree out of the way and off the track so that we could continue trekking on. I'm not really sure if this is the right way to the helipad, but there's only one way to find out. Looks like we might be on a bit of an adventure. And it even goes uphill. Hell yeah. Here it looks like we have a steep pinch with some rock steps and loose scrabble. Let's hit the bonus line. What could go wrong? Not exactly what I had in mind. This hill is steep, and I'm glad there's not a camera showing my facial expression right now. Might have to hit it with a bit more jandle. Just go clean my seat cover real quick. It's amazing how steep these hills really are. Camera just never does it justice. Up next is the little Lux. Let's see how Billy goes. Now keep in mind, this Hilux is only lightly modified with stock height and only a set of all-terrains. It's doing extremely well to keep up with the bigger rigs. Looks like Toby's holding onto that door. Billy is doing extremely well. Unfortunately, that line isn't the one, but I'm sure Billy is willing to give this hill another crack. Come on mate, you got this. Third time's the charm. With good wheel placement and steady throttle control, the Luxie is up and ready to recover the third vehicle. Oh wait, I mean, just waiting at the top. I'm sure Paddy is ready for redemption. Front locker engaged and the patrol just walks up. Not far now and we should be near the top. At last we have made it to Mt Skene. My direction skills were for once right. Time for a bit of lunch tucker. Have a go at that view. The Victorian high country is really something special and is something that everyone should experience at least once. You can see here a bit of rain and it's heading our way. We thought we'd better pack up quickly and try and get in the cars before it starts bucketing down. Back on the Mt Skene road, the plan for this Arvo was to make our way to a classic front camp on Mount Nash track. Well, that's what I thought would be the case. I was dearly mistaken. More on that later. But for now, we trek on. The further we go, the more moist the area becomes, which is never a good sign. But that, in my book, is the best part about adventures, the unknown that waits ahead. And then Paddy decides to slip off the track. I don't know why, you can't park there mate. Surely a quick little back up here and I think should be alright. No mate, never mind. Come on mate, go a bit further back. There you go Dad, that's the line. Unfortunately, because Paddy is a wider vehicle with a wider wheel track and because other vehicles have already been through, this little obstacle is a lot more difficult for the old girl. This pretty much marks the end of Mt Skene Road. Up here we tee onto Son of a Bitch track. I wonder how we got that name. Slightly concerning.
Just on our way down to Son of a Bitch track apparently. No idea what it's like. So, been really wet today. A lot of rain's passed through. The tracks are sloshy, so yeah, I guess we'll have to gauge it when we get there, how tough it's going to be.
This son of a bitch goes straight up. Steep terrain with loose shale. Unfortunately, I'm at the top, so I'm too far away to film these guys, but up ahead looks like Billy might be in a bit of trouble. That's it mate, give it the berries. Looks like second attempt, Billy is up, and it's time for Paddy to give it a crack.
They're going, they're bouncing a lot. I think you got it.
And it looks like here Paddy's diff has got caught up and means no further forward movement. Quick backup, better line pigment and a bit more jandle. And that is how it's done. Also worth noting, Paddy currently hasn't got a working rear locker, making challenges like this a bit more difficult, especially with those leaf hangers. What goes up must come down, and thanks to all the recent rain, this track has eroded away, causing this awful drop off. Everyone else agreed that I should go first down the rock face. Gee, thanks guys. Alright, got this big step off. We're just going to send it on down, just going to turn into it basically, and just see what the car does. And just down like that. I sort of wanted to go one way, but the car just did whatever it wanted. So anyway, that was a bit of fun. And if you're wondering, run currently front and rear 18 PSI. The hilux is up next. Narrower wheelbase and lower centre of gravity means this rig will make it look easy. Except for that, I bet that was a small bucket moment, simply due to the front and rear suspension maxing out and losing contact. Billy is doing really well here, keeping his cool, and he's directing the vehicle on a different line that better suits his car. And just like that, they're down. Well done, mate. Paddy is the heaviest of the convoy, with a lot of weight higher up, meaning the vehicle is going to want to lean more. Wheel placement really is key here. If I was Dad, I'd be having a spare change of money ready to go. Dad wheeled that like a boss, don't tell him. Letting the vehicle do its thing and more importantly keeping the vehicle straight whilst descending. Let us know, would you take your vehicle down something like this, and how do you think your vehicle would handle it? Anyway, let's keep making tracks. With Son of a Bitch track finally coming to an end, it was time to embark on Mountain Ash track. A track that may cause us more headache than anything else. A nice creek crossing is a great change in scenery and helps give the cars a quick wash off. Not that it will help with what lies ahead.
Yeah, see how washed up in here?
Billy has opted for the high line here, which is a good call. However, after Dad seen the GQ drive through, he thought he'd give it a crack. Unfortunately, the 33s aren't going to quite cut it here. And look, it may have something to do with the person that drove through before it dug out a bit more. I don't know. But unfortunately, I think Dad's going to have to give this one a miss.
I need big wheels.
Should have bought a GQ.
There's the excuse for 35s.
We keep making a move, and the further along we go, the wetter the track becomes. It's starting to get a bit sloshy.
Which way are we we going, mate?
Oh,
The tough way or the chicken track?
go on the patrol way.
The patrol way? All right. Just the left-hand side.
track.
Righto. What did you reckon, mate?
This wasn't too bad. Bit sketchy in a few spots, but that's about it, you know. Nothing the hilux couldn't handle.
You slid into it. Oh,
Horrid. She got hit with the face, I got splashed by water.
It's at this point here where we start making our way down the valley, and you can really see the scenery starting to change. A bit more dense and more like a rainforest. It's quite stunning actually, but this track becomes quite wet and slippery. And then at the bottom, there's a raging river waiting for us. They say with a river crossing, if you can walk it, you can drive it. I hope they're right.
That's a seriously flowing creek.
I guess the question is, if you're happy to drive it, you take a winch rope over,
Yep.
strap on,
Yep.
or we go back the other way.
Now, according to my trusty map, there's meant to be a really nice campsite on the other side. However, we're not really sure if it's actually there or not, and we don't want to risk taking all the vehicles across if we don't really know. So we thought it might be better just to send one vehicle across first, scout it out and see also what the rest of the track is like, because we don't know what lies ahead. Yes, the rear of the car did in fact float then, and it was quite scary to be honest. And then we saw the exit. Holy dooly. Well guys, you're going to have to tune in next week for part 2. Currently we have 2 vehicles on one side of the creek and one on the other. We've no idea how we're going to get out. Light is fading fast and it's starting to rain. Tune in next Sunday to see more mud flying, epic recoveries and a mission night run. Thanks guys for watching. Please subscribe so you don't miss out on part 2 next week. Also, let us know if you enjoyed our adventure. Cheers legends!